Hello, welcome back for another beer review. Now, I've got a beer from Guinness. Been trying to get hold of it. I've actually got hold of one. That's why I'm doing the review, boys and girls. We got a beer from Guinness, and first of all, I'll show you it. It is there, Guinness Milk Stout. There you go, boys and girls. Lovely jubbly, coming in at 5% ABV. There you go. Now, I thought it was one of their Brewers Project beers because, you know, it's in a familiar bottle. Same as the Brewers Project beers, which on the whole, I'll be honest with you, I haven't really been impressed by them. As I keep saying, I try to be positive when they bring out a Brewers Project, but I'll be honest, really only the West Indies Porter which really did it for me. I think the Hop House 13 really did divide opinion. So yeah, this one, Milk Stout. Now it should be good. It's Guinness, you know. It's a stout. No one really, they shouldn't. No one really does it better than Guinness on the stout. My favourite stout from Guinness was the Nigerian Foreign Extra. The English Foreign Extra was still okay as well, and I might do that as a taste off in the future. The Irish or English Foreign Extra against the Nigerian one, that could be a good one. So, Guinness Milk Stout. It doesn't say anything about the Brewers Project on the back. It says our milk stout is full-bodied and creamy with aromas of roasted malt, chocolate and coffee, with a subtle sweetness from milk sugars. Is that lactose? Is it lactose? So I'm intrigued. I haven't looked at anybody else's reviews really. So I'm gonna approach this with an open mind, as always. But I always like that crown. That's a cracker. I do like that. See what we get. Coffee's there. Nothing like a bitter espresso. Just like Maxwell House coffee. You know, it's like a fine coffee from the neck, if you know what I mean. Getting a hint of brown sugar there. Not much else. So let's pour out like we do. So she's come out typical Guinness colour. Oh, she is. Now, made a bit of a hash of that, but never mind. So it is definitely an off-white looking head, very like a cappuccino looking head, really dark black, little hint of a ruby glow in the sunlight there. And it does smell, got that Maxwell House type of smell to it, with hint of brown sugar. Nothing much else there for me really. So the signs are good really. You know, it's a stout. After all, it's got typical stout aromas. So I'm gonna go in. So cheers. This beer feels like it's in between the Guinness draft and the original. Going again. First off, there is a bite of carbonation, similar to the Guinness original. But then you get a hint of smoothness there from the draft. Now, being a milk stout, I was under the impression it will be kind of like creamy, you know, creamy. Does it feel creamy to me? I suppose it does, because it's got all them typical Guinness flavours, but it feels like there is a slight hint of dilutedness there with a bit of cream, if that makes sense. It does feel like it's got the typical character of a Guinness. I'm going again. It's like bridging the gap between the draft and the original for me. First off, is this a good beer? Now, Guinness, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's an okay beer, yeah. Secondly, is it the best Guinness that I've ever had? No, it's not the best Guinness I've ever had, believe you me. I'm just pitting this against the original at the moment. It's got more in common with the original, I think, than the draft. And I'm thinking, would I have this above the original? I've got a bit of wind. No, I wouldn't. I think the original I would buy before this one, definitely. Would I buy this one before the draft? Not too sure. It'd be a harder decision to make. I haven't reviewed the draft, but I will do. For me, this beer, it's like bridging the gap between the two. I'm gonna go in again. Taste notes, you get that typical Guinness original taste note. There's a slight dryness there. It doesn't feel creamy as such. Like I said, it feels everything's a little bit low level in taste. You do get a hint of coffee. You do get a hint of sweetness. You do get maybe a hint of chocolate. But it's not their finest hour for me. It's definitely not their finest hour. It's an okay stout, and that's all I can say about it. To be honest, it's okay. It's nothing special for me. It really isn't. Guinness should be at the forefront, of it. And for me, the Foreign Extra is the best Guinness. It really is. So on that note, I have to say, boys and girls, try this one. You may like it. Guinness Milk Stout. There you go. But for me, it falls slightly short. And on that score, as always, thank you for watching. It's always a pleasure bringing beers to you lot out there. Please subscribe. Murder me in the comments. See you boys next time. Cheers.